Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, which means mercy, peace, and blessing of Allah be with all of you. I would like to discuss with you today one of the most important biblical verses that pastor, preacher, priest use all around the world to preach Christianity and to prove the love of their God, which is John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. For God to show his love for all mankind, he has nothing to do but to sacrifice his own Son to give him to be crucified and to be killed in a barbaric way on the cross in the name of love. Me, I would like to examine such verse. I loved my wife so much. I gave my wife everything that a woman dream about. I gave her jewelry, diamonds, house, servant, business, name it. But still, my wife doesn't believe that I loved her that much. So I decided to do something to show her that I love her, to prove to her that I love her. So I decided to imitate the biblical God. I have my Persian cat. I brought this lovely Persian cat and I nailed my cat on the cross exactly like what happened to Jesus Christ. I tortured my cat on the cross gradually while my wife was watching me, just to show my wife how much I love her. So I would like you to judge me. What do you think of my act? Does it sound such an act of love or an act of hate, torturing my cat on the cross gradually in the name of love to show my wife I love her? I have another example for you. I loved my wife and I have my only son. I brought my son and I nailed my son on the cross while his mother was watching, crying, screaming, and I tortured him gradually on the cross before I killed him to show my wife that I love her. What do you think of my act? Does it sound for you like an act of love or an act of hate? Imagine nowadays Saudi Arabia arrested one criminal, rapist, killer, name it, he did all type of crimes, and they wanted to punish him, and the punishment was crucifixion. They nailed this criminal on the cross and they killed him gradually. They tortured him gradually on the cross while the mother of the criminal was watching. Now, may I know what will be or what would be the reaction of all mankind around the world against Saudi Arabia? What will be the reaction of human rights, animal rights? Your reaction as a human being once you see Saudi Arabian government torturing a criminal and killing him gradually on the cross exactly like what happened to Jesus Christ on the cross. Will you consider act of Saudi Arabia or my act forward my cat or my son as an act of love or as an act of hate? If you consider my act as an act of hate, well, I guess there is no difference between me and the biblical God. Biblical God, to show you his love, he gave his son to be killed on the cross. He gave his son to be tortured on the cross just to show you how much he loved you. Me, I've done the same thing. So what I see no difference between both cases. Both cases, we tortured an innocent person on the cross to show our love. And as a matter of fact, you as a Christian, you do believe that the one who ate from the tree of knowledge or apple tree or whatever it is, you believe that's Adam and Eve. So why is it that your God punished the innocent man, which is Jesus Christ? Why he did not punish the suspect, the one who made the crime? If you go to human court, to man law court, and you submit such case to them, and you bring them an innocent man, do you think that they are going to judge such innocent man? Do you think that they are going to accuse him or arrest him or kill him in behalf of a crime that he never committed? Suppose that I have a brother, twin brother, me and my brother. I'm number one, he's number two. I committed a crime and you witnessed the crime. Then the police came and arrested my number two brother. What would be your reaction? Will you let them arrest me, bring me to the court, execute me while the criminal is free? For sure you will go forward and you will tell them that he's an innocent. The suspect is number one, not number two. Exactly like what happened to Jesus. Jesus was an innocent man. Why he should take the entire punishment for a crime that he never learned about and he never committed? You see? So that's the picture I'm looking into John 3:16. So I'm asking each and every human being to look into the crucifixion from all angles. Forget about your faith, forget about religion. Look into it as a human being. Bring your kids, for example. If you have a baby, you have kids. Bring your children with you, and let them watch such crucifixion. And try to tell your son, my son, my baby. You see how much God loves us? He loves us to the point that he gave his only begotten son. He tortured his son on the cross. He murdered his son in such way. What do you think will be the reaction of your son? Will he call such an act as an act of love, or will he be shocked and afraid because of such terrific act? I hope that this explains something about John 3:16, and I'll be looking forward to hear from you if you have anything against what I'm saying. God bless you all. Peace be to all of you. Allow me to greet you again in our Islamic way. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, which means mercy, peace and blessing of Allah be with all of you. Peace to you.